Greetings and salutations, Matthews and Robinson, all the way in Switzerland. And you're tuning into the Black House Fire Radio, and you're listening to the African Diary Show with Tati. That's it. Stay tuned.
Party two, what party one? Party two, what? And open and close like a laptop. Whoa. Party two, what party one? Party two, what power? And then open and close like a laptop. Nico, Rara.
The Black House Fire Radio, and you're listening to the African Diary Show with Tati. Greetings and salutations, Matthews and Robinson, all the way in Switzerland, and you're tuning into the Black House Fire Radio, and you're listening to the African Diary Show with Tati.
Yes, so we're going, my people. Karibuni sana to another episode of the African Diary Show. My name is Katie, not Kati, but karibuni sana. I hope you're doing great. I hope this Tuesday is finding you at great health and peace as well. Karibuni sana once again. Do remember we are live and interactive on our media handles. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere at Black Hot Fire Network. You can just get to interact with us. Do let us know how are you doing today? How are you feeling today? How is your Tuesday getting to start? Because I know most of you are just waking up, but it is exactly 17 minutes to 3 p.m. right here in the 254. But you can let us know what is the time on your end as well. Yes, it is on a Tuesday, a wonderful Tuesday. It is partly sunny right here in Nairobi, 24 degrees Celsius, and I hope you are doing it, or rather, you are great today. Shout out to all the listeners who are with me on Rambo, on Facebook, on YouTube, and also on Twitter. We also have those silent listeners, those are listening to me on the radio station. Shout out to you, and also I hope we get to enjoy this amazing show with you. And on today's episode, we shall be discussing about Kigali, or rather Rwanda. Rwanda has signed a new agreement, or rather has signed an agreement with the African Union to host the African Medicines Agency. And this doesn't come as a surprise to me, because we know what the agenda is. But now we're not going to talk about all that. We shall focus on Kigali signing the agreement to host the African Medicines Agency. But before we get to that, I have a video to share with you. I actually have two videos to share with you, and one of them is showing this woman from which country is this? She is a Ugandan politician that says corruption does not affect them as politicians. It only affects the people living in poverty. And if you get to look at it, she is very correct, by the way. Corruption does not affect them in any way, because they are the people who get to work, or rather, they are the people who enable corruption to continue in our countries. But before we get to that, before we get to our video of the day, before we get to look at all the matters we shall be discussing on today's episode, we shall go back to one more jam. We will be back here with a quote of the day, with a motivational quote of the day. And in case you're there, you have some wise words you'd love to share with us, you'd love to share with the chat right here, feel free and feel generous enough, or rather kind enough, to motivate a brother, a sister, or somebody who is just feeling low today. Kindly get to interact with us. Remember, we are live and interactive on all our media handles. We are on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, everywhere at Black Hot Fire Network. All you have to do is just DM us and do let us know how are you feeling today. What would you love to tell us on today's episode? We started off our show with an amazing jam done by Ricardo Banks. The jam was Aurora. I hope you did get to jam onto it. But we're going back to the music. And this is this is Omale. The jam is godly. I hope you get to jam onto it, but don't forget to come back with a quote of the day. I don't know. Live my life for you. All over the news, all over the news. Only God and I know the kind of thing I do, the kind of thing we do. When I thank God, I godly. Say God no ungodly. Comforting me. When these people they comforting me. When I thank God, I godly. Say God no ungodly. Oluwana ain't comforting me. When these people they comforting me. That's why I die sometimes. My quote of the day says that it is never too late to be what you might have been. It is never too late to be what you might have been. Make I play you my cassette. Anything you sell is a market.
get you. Try to tell look from my aspect you. They loud and my they answer you. Me I know fi drag the shine. Oluwa na him be my daddy down. Me I know they try to collect the light. I just want Charlie boy day, yeah Charlie boy day. Men I thank God I got you. Say girl on God me. Oluwa na him comfort me. When these people they comfort me. Men I thank God I got you. Say girl no on God me. Oluwa na him comfort me. When these people they comfort me. It's why I die sometimes. They do Henny and guys. Graffiti cool on my mind. I just want to live this life. Greetings and salutations, messages and lovers all the way in Switzerland. And you're tuning into the Black House Fire Radio. And you're listening to the African Diary Show with Patty. Massive.
Yes, welcome back. Welcome back. I hope you're enjoying yourself, and also I hope you're already enjoying the show. But karibuni sana once again. And do remember, I promised to share a video with you. I actually have two videos, and one of the video is talking about why Kwame Nkrumah was at the red, and also we shall get to see about this entitled the Ugandan politician saying that now corruption does not affect them as politicians. And if you look deep into the matter, it is a fact. Corruption does not affect them as politicians, but it affects only the poor people. But let's get to continue. Let me get to share my screen real quick as we get started with our show for today. I don't want to waste much of your time anyway. My apologies. Let me get to share my screen real quick. My mic. Okay, I guess you're back. Okay, I am back. Oh, I froze. I don't understand what is happening. Oh shit. Okay, my stream had froze. What do we do now? You guys, let me know if you can hear me, please. Okay. I don't know what is happening. My StreamYard is freezing. Mhm. Okay, so here is my video. Okay, thank you, kid, for letting me know if you can you're hearing me. So this is my video. Let's get to watch the video together. And this is a Ugandan politician saying that corruption affects the poor. It doesn't affect them. Those rich people are not affected by corruption. And if you look deep into the matters, this is a fact. When I'm poor and there are people who are very rich out there, Like I will, now I will be the only person who will be affected by corruption because I'll need money to bribe people. But at the end of the day, I don't have money. I'm the poor in this nation, so it only affects the poor. Here is our
This is my spot. Louis.
by corruption, and she has clearly said this, that you think that I'm going to die in those hospitals because there are no medicines. No, I'm not going to die in that hospital because there are no medicine. Of course, I'm going to go to India. I have money, but you are poor. You're going to be affected by corruption.
The president put him on the plane and took him to America. I'm telling you the truth. If there's no medicine, you will call the president will put him on the plane and take him to America. Victim of corruption hospital because you don't have the option of going to Nairobi.
Don't have money. You don't have money. But them will not be affected by corruption. Actually, they control corruption. You know, they set the tone for corruption in our countries. Because remember, if these people ask for, like, they go somewhere, they are told to bribe somebody, they can even bribe for $500, but you as a common mananchi, you're told to bribe even with $50. You barely don't have that money, so it is such a shame to hear a leader, or rather a politician, talking about such things. But also she is stating facts. I don't feel like it is something like something that doesn't happen. This is what that happens in our countries. This is a fact. She is stating facts, but now we will be offended, but it is the fact. We as the poor, we are the only ones who get to be affected by corruption.
And when there's no money to work roads because UNRWA has mismanaged. Me, I'm this time over here. It is you who is feeling the problems.
I don't understand what is wrong. When I'm sharing, my mics are muted. They are automatically muting my mic. I don't understand what is going on. But what I'm saying, in that video, that woman is trying to explain how poor people are the only people affected by corruption, because these people, like, even if they are they are asked for big amounts of money, they will be able to pay. And remember, I told you, these politicians, these puppets we put in those seats, or rather that are in those seats, they always have a way of escaping prison. You as a Mwananchi, you I have no sound. Oh, now I have sound. Okay. Yes. Uh, it is muting my mic. The moment I'm like, when I share, I have to share the video in both sites. I'm on Rambo and also on YouTube. So the moment I'm trying to share on different, like on Rambo, the moment I'm sharing on Rambo, it mutes my mic on YouTube. When I unmute, it mutes the mic on Rambo. I don't understand what is happening. But what I'm saying is that now, what happens if you are a poor person, or rather you're not a politician in these countries? You will be affected, heavily affected by corruption. And this woman, she has no, like, she's so entitled, and she has no shame in stating this. And they know that they are the ones putting us in this state, because why don't they fight corruption? They know that they are, like, they are the people who make sure that corruption continues. These people are they make sure that now the cycle of corruption is continuing in our countries, but they still want to show that they cannot be affected by corruption. They are never affected by corruption in any way. We as the citizens, we are the ones affected by corruption. And it is very sad as a citizen to see now I am the one being affected by corruption, but I am the one who is not even practicing corruption. Now they set a tone, like a certain tone, that everybody in this country must be corrupt. And now the moment that everybody must be corrupt in the countries, it shows that now I will be oppressed, because at the end of the day, remember, we have different social classes. We have people who have money. We have people who live in poverty. Now imagine you're asking for a bribe from a poor person. And this is why we have so many problems in Africa. Remember, we have cities that are very underdeveloped. We have cities that are very developed. And if you look, I told you we have different social classes in Africa. If you look at these people who are talking about corruption, like this entitled woman here, talking about how corruption that will never affect her, she lives in the best of these series. But look at now the Mwananchi who is being affected by this corruption. The citizen is living in poverty, living in slums, and yet they will be required a lot of money to bail themselves out, or rather to, like, now to be paying to those corrupt people. Like, when I'm in need of a passport, I'll have to go pay a lot of money to get that passport. Remember, I'm living in poor conditions. Remember, I'm living in the worst cities to live in the most unsafest place. But now we have those people who started corruption, those people who are corrupt every day of their life, and they are living the best of life. It shows that now you must be corrupt in this nation, or rather in these nations, or rather in Africa, of which it is very sad, because at the end of the day, there is no nation that can grow with corruption in it. And we said one of the key problems we have as Africans, it's that now we are so corrupt that we are underdeveloped. Corruption has led us, or rather has led so many countries being underdeveloped, and it is crazy and very, very, very sad. But anyway, kindly get to interact with me. Do let me know what you feel about the matter as we get to the second video. I hope it won't misbehave, and I hope I get to share this without any interruptions. so that we can continue, or rather so that we can get to head to the main discussion of the day. I think I'll just share the video on YouTube, because I don't want Rambo to mute my mic. So let me just share it on YouTube. So okay, here. Mhm. Mm. Here is my video.
Or CIA for short, has long been invincible. The Central
I think the sound is back on YouTube. I don't know why. When I'm trying to share a video, I cannot. It has no sound on like one side. When I'm sharing it on Rambo, YouTube loses the voice. So I'm only sharing the video on YouTube. So there's a voice right now. There's a sound. I honestly don't understand what is happening. Like, hey.
Me, I can't hear shit. Hold on.
Karibu Keith. Okay, we lost you. Karibu Keith.
All right, now, fine. I was like, damn, what the hell's going on with my sound? That's Sunday,
Sorry,
son of
what?
there, Katie. I said, what was going on with my sound? I couldn't
Okay.
hear you. I hear you now. Now I couldn't hear you at all. So, I said, what's going on with my sound? What's going on in Sunken? What are you doing, brother? Don't be there's so many challenges. We already by the side. But the reason why, Katie, I didn't get to hear the video. I don't know what
We
that.
you.
Uh, huh?
I can't hear you clearly. I think it's my internet though.
This guy, because I couldn't hear you at all. But I hear you now. Can you hear me
Okay.
now?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I hear you well.
Okay. So I didn't really get to hear the video. So it had something to do with the
Mm-hmm.
CIA, I'm sure, uh, destroying African countries as far as
Mm-hmm.
keeping them unified. Like I said, that's the reason why Africa's so ignorant. That's the reason why you guys are still immersed in tribal shit. You're like children. That's on purpose. Had any kind of leadership, first thing you would have got rid of that all that tribal shit. That shit got to go. Then you would have educated your population. That's why they make sure Africans are not educated and they're tribal. Well, you can't go nowhere on the planet and ask anybody what fucking tribe they from unless you're from an African country. Can't go to England, France, China, Japan, and ask any of these people, hey, what tribe are you from? What tribe are you from? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? So that's on purpose. Since Africa's so wealthy, and I don't want to share it with you Negroes, I'll keep you backward. I keep you tribal. That benefits me. And any one of you get a real leader that's gonna try to stop that, the CIA is coming to see you. I'm gonna murder you and your whole goddamn family. And you haven't told your people how the world works. They're mired in ignorance. You got this Joby Show Gambit. You got these Negroes in absolute poverty reading the Bible or the fucking dumbass Quran. You mired in poverty reading fairy tales and shit. That's why you stay in poverty. Oh, I'm waiting on Muhammad. I'm waiting on Jesus. And all other kind of moronic shit. So It benefits the world population for Africans to be over-religious and tribal and ignorant because the wealth is in Africa. The rest of the world was, that's the reason why they invaded Africa, because it was wealthy. They seen the African as a threat because Africa had everything. Everybody living in gold cities, the Africans having more than enough to eat. You got all the best land. They're like, shit, we need to go in there and take that shit away from these dumbass Africans. They're nice and sweet. Let's just go steal it. So the constant thing why everybody's in there destabilizing Africa, Katie, is because they're stealing. I'm not going to want to give you back the continent. It's wealthy. And I don't want to share it with you niggas. Oh, it's me. I'm breaking up. Let me break it up. Is that Katie? It might be me. Is that me breaking up, Katie, or is that you breaking up? That was going to second one. I don't know. Can anybody hear me? Can you guys hear me? Is that me breaking? Okay, that must be Katie. Okay, that must be Katie breaking up. Maybe but like I'm saying is,
I'm back.
Okay, you're back. Okay, like I'm saying, Katie, Africans made so ignorant, then given these borders, you don't even know you're the same people in the continent. I'm not talking about the fake fucking Arab who sit up at the top of stolen land. I'm talking about black African people. Since you got borders and you think that you're different people, you're not even smart enough to realize it's the same culture throughout Africa. It's just variations of that same culture, right? Because you're too tribal. You're tribal even in one country. So me knowing African history, I know that when you look at South Africa, right? Oh, those are different people. No, they're not. Because the people of Eswatini, it wasn't called Kenya back then, came from that region of Africa called Kenya today. 500 years ago, they left that area because Africa didn't have any borders, and they just walked their ass down to southern Africa and created a new kingdom. But today you would say, oh, those Eswatinians, those South Africans are not related. They're different people. Hey, moron. They came from the Kenyan region, idiot. You don't know that. But your eyes should be able to look and see that those people are you. And you're not able to do that. You're talking about the level of ignorance in African people. You're not able to look at these people and know they fucking you. You're not able to do that because you caught up in some goofy tribe. So it's easy for me to rob and steal and kill and keep you fucked up. And they have no intention of changing that because it's benefits the Europeans, who's always been impoverished. I've been impoverished almost my whole existence, Katie. I look down and see all you Africans all wealthy and having everything, and then I finally get control of it. You think I'm giving that back to you? I lost Katie. Exactly what you say about the Germans. The Germans ain't talking it. Yeah. Exactly. Different tribes of the Germans. Exactly right. They're not talking none of that crazy shit. The African immigrants realize that how detrimental the tribe has been for them now in this day and age. It's been my culture. But your culture's fucked up. Time to grow up and change it. It's not in our benefit to still be doing that shit. God damn, you gotta stub your toe on the same wall every day to realize, hey, I gotta walk around the goddamn wall. I keep fucking my feet up. think I lost Katie. Just got a blank. What did she call back? It's got a blank screen. Oh, I lost her again. Yeah. So then the African refused to build his own CIA. Okay, it's Katie. Thanks. I'm out here in the middle of nowhere. That was me. All right, Circle, cool. Thanks. I thought it was me. I'm out in the backwoods of Texas, damn it. So I'm not sure how good the internet is or isn't. You know, why didn't these damn moronic ass African countries create their own CIA, their own plan and destined agency to do damn war against the Europeans secretly? Why have they done that? That would be common sense. Then Katie back. First thing pop. Try to come back. You back, Katie?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, cool. You know, you have to say, why hasn't the African built his own plan and destined agency to wage war against the Europeans? Why has he created his own CIA? Because he's a goddamn child. He's desperate, fucked up in there. Oh, waging on Jesus or fucking Muhammad or some other ignorant ass shit. Why have you not built your own clan and destined agency to rival the CIA? Where you caused havoc in Europe, you caused havoc in America. Why haven't you done it? You think the damn Europeans are the only ones that can have a CIA and the MI6? Why don't you got it? Because you got that young man that was between Katie and Joby last week. He's a little bit different now. I forgot. Was that like Cameron's little brother or some shit that becoming Katie? Oh, we need them to help us. We need them to help us. What? You need who to help you? How are you talking about? You know, it's the mentality of a child. Always need help from some fucking body. You haven't grown up as people. I need us to help. We need them to help us. Motherfucker, they've been in Africa 200 years of colonialism. You ain't learned enough yet? How many years do you need? You need another 300 more years? How you talking about? Talking about all this old fake help. Ain't nobody there to help you. That'll rob and steal and take from your stupid ass. To help you. Same old crazy shit. I'm here to help you do what? I'm gonna help you get free of me? Nah, that's not my benefit. Nah, I'm not helping you do shit. I'm not helping you. They're trying to help you get free of me. That ain't in my benefit. Why would I help you get free of me? No. That ain't in my benefit. Shit. I'm gonna help you get free of me robbing and stealing from you. You know how stupid you sound? I'm gonna help you get free of me robbing and stealing from your stupid ass. Yeah. Make that make sense. I'm gonna help you. Yeah, I'm gonna help you stop stealing and robbing from me. Yeah. And the most wickedest motherfuckers on the planet. They gave you fake Jesus, but they don't even do none of the Jesus shit with you. They rob, steal, kill. Those wickedest motherfuckers on the planet. I mean, wicked. Wicked is their middle name. My name is John Wicked Cracker. That's my name. Wicked is the middle name. And you think I'm going to help you get free of me? That what you believe? Good luck with that bullshit. You got the mind of a goddamn child. And I'm going to keep fucking you up because you got the mind of a child. I'm going to keep using, exploiting you, and abusing you. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure it's in my interest. Hey, buddy, you think you're different? All around Africa, I didn't even know this. Africa, everywhere you go, you got to pay school fees. What do you think that is? Ghana school fees, Kenya school fees, Zimbabwe school fees, Nigeria school fees. But every place on the planet is, as Katie's old boyfriend told her when she went to Qatar, hey, Katie, you know school is free? Yeah, school is free everywhere but fucking Africa. Why do you think that is? You never thought, damn, this, because you're supposed to be stupid, moron. Here where you go. Africa got Gambia school fees, Cote d'Ivoire school fees, Congo school fees, Tanzania school fees. You're like, what? Hey, moron, school is free everywhere on the planet, but in Africa, it's school fees. Why do you think that is? Because I don't want you educated, moron. I can't rob and steal from your stupid ass if you're smart. If you know how the world works, I need you tribal and I need you talking about Jesus all the damn time. You know, Jesus told me this and Jesus. And school fees. School fees? I first heard that shit, I think I was in Ghana. I was like, school fees? The fuck is that? You don't pay school fees? I'm like, hell no, I don't pay no goddamn school fees. What are you talking about? School is free. What are you talking about? School fees? Hell no, I'm not paying no school fees. What is that? I told Joby mom was all messed up. Y'all pay school fees? Y'all pay school fees? I thought Joe was gonna go out running traffic, Katie. I thought Joe was gonna go running traffic. They don't pay school fees. They don't pay school fees.
and you'll be sent home if you don't have the school fee, and you'll stay at home for the rest of the whole term.
Now, see, you stay home because it don't matter because you can't run a. That's why Africa. That's why shit. That's why lady was talking about corruption. You don't know what corruption is when you're uneducated, Katie. You don't know how shit works. You don't know those people work for you. That the country's corrupt because they keep it corrupt. You don't know none of that. It's easier. In a death spot like this, you're not gonna overthrow me. You don't know how shit works. Like Joby said, come on. The average African doesn't understand politics. Oh, that's just the politics. Moron. Politics affects your very life, stupid. You must be involved because that's what politics decides where the money's going to be spent in any society. Who's getting the housing? Who's getting the schools and not the school fees? Who's getting the best roads? Who's getting this?
Get to the
Okay,
I'm back.
Katie.
Hey, Keith.
Oh, you back? Oh, hey, I know you was even gone.
I was
I know you was even gone. Okay,
and you are busy talking, and then I was busy here wondering what's wrong.
Yeah, because I seen your face. You must have been frozen. I can usually the camera go out, but you was sitting there frozen. I thought you were just frozen for a little while. I know you was completely gone. But like I said, that's the reason why that lady was talking about corruption. Because they kept African people ignorant. It's easier to control an ignorant population, Katie, than an intelligent population, because then you're talking about overthrowing them. Like when Joe was talking about, I don't worry about politics. Moron, politics affects your every goddamn day life. Where the schools are built, where money is distributed, why you don't got good water, why you don't got good hospitals, why you don't got good schools, why you don't got this. Politics. All of it. You can't build a functional society without politics. And that's why they make sure you don't know nothing about politics. Because they just, I don't know how to keep me still and I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't understand shit. That's better for me as a dead spot. You think it's, like I said, you think it's some accident that all African leaders are fucked up? You think that's just some bad luck accident? That goes against the laws of statistics, Kate. It could make the laws of statistics, which is that can't be true. Because it's not. There must be a scheme to make sure Africa doesn't have good leadership. And of course it is. Because once again,
True.
it's not my benefit. Yeah, it's not my benefit. Not my benefit to rob and steal, and you have good leadership. I sent the video to you
Their
guys,
goal
Katie. You
actually
probably
is to
got
make
too.
sure that we are not educated. Their goal is to make sure that we are not
Exactly.
educated. We don't have the right knowledge to know
I
that
said
now we can take over our own continent and control
exactly.
our own continent.
I sent you a
Yes.
video, Katie, on Instagram. It was a black man over in Saudi Arabia. No, my fault, Dubai,
Mm.
asking why does Dubai got everything? And he said leadership. He said you Nigerians, you're 10 times wealthier than Dubai, and that's a fact. All of Africa's wealthier than fucking the middle. That's a desert. So you got more oil than us. You got all the resources, the diamonds, the gold, and everything else. Why are you poor? I went to fake white Arab asked this nigga. Why are you poor? Because you got more wealth. Nigeria's got much more wealth than goddamn Dubai. Because you don't got control of the wealth. You don't got control of those countries. The white people do. You too busy talking about Jesus and Allah and all other kind of goopy nigga shit. So if you're gonna, if you're not gonna fight for the wealth of your continent because it was stolen, you haven't educated that the wealth has been stolen. So everybody's now what, Katie, running to Europe, running to America. They're only wealthy because they were still out of Africa. You don't even know that. And like that Nigerian guy said, then you don't know they don't even like your ass. You were told your life. They missionaries. They came to help us. What? What fucking history is that? What fucking
History
lie
of
is
the
that?
missionaries. It is the history of the missionaries coming to Africa. But anyway, Steve, let's get to the
I
main
know you gotta
focus
go.
of the day.
Oh, good.
Yes,
Good.
you took over
Good,
my
Katie.
show, but I appreciate because my
You,
internet
you,
was
wasn't,
very bad.
you wasn't even there. You wasn't even there, Katie. Don't even try to throw me on the bus with your ass. You,
It's that fun. Throw it away. But anyway, let's get to the main focus of the day as we get closer to winding up with our show for today. And this is about Kigali signing an agreement to host the African Medicine Agency. And why are we signing an agreement to host the African Medicine Agency? Remember yesterday we were talking about the Chinese getting a tender of building us the African court, and right now we're talking about the African Medicine Agency, who is bringing this medicine, because at the end of the day it is just an agency. It is not a manufacturing agency. It is not a company that we are making our own medicine. So at the end of the day, the question is, who is bringing this medicine to this African Medicine Agency? And why did we agree to this? But anyway, these are puppets selling us out. You know what happens. Yesterday we talked about the Chinese and the tender they got. And we realized that now this court, it's not gonna be an African court. Actually, it will be a Chinese court in Africa. Because I bet even the qualifications will be, you must be able to speak Mandarin for you to work in that court. But anyway, let me go through the whole article so that I get to let you know about this whole agency. And the Rwandan government and the African Union Commission on Saturday concluded agreements for the establishment of the headquarters of the first ever African Medicine Agency in Kigali. And on 10th of June, Rwanda signed an agreement with the African Union to host the headquarters of the African Medicines Agency in Kigali. The signing comes after days after the Rwandan authorities officially agreed to host the AMA's headquarters on their territory. In 2019, the African countries adopted the treaty establishing the agency. Okay. somebody distracted me. The agency, which came into force in 2021, its creation is part of the African Union strategy to reduce the continent's dependence on pharmaceutical products supplied by foreign countries. But where, this is just a hoax. Like, it is just a lie. They're trying to move us in, like, in a, the way you just walk in a road that has a lot of meanders. So I feel like they're just trying to make to convince us that this is a pharmaceutical industry that is being brought to Africa. But at the end of the day, do you think that this is fully ours? Do you think that we are the one sponsoring this this medicine agency? Of course not. Of course not. For a fact, this is no. Remember, we have the Bill Gates agenda, or also we have this pharmaceutical company sponsored by Bill Gates called My Dawa operates in we have it in Kenya. I'm not sure if it is there in Tanzania, but we have it in East Africa, or rather in Africa. And My Dawa is sponsored by Bill Gates, who knows what he's put in those pharmaceuticals, or rather in those medicines. So at the end of the day, we can say that this is an African pharmaceutical industry being brought in Africa. We must first know who is sponsoring it. Who is sponsoring it? Because we have so many laboratories right here in Africa. We even have this one that is being built still in Africa, but it is not sponsored by Africans. So who is sponsoring this, and why are they doing it? Why do they now us to manufacture our own medicine? That is the question we should be asking ourselves, rather than being happy. Oh, we are starting our own pharmaceutical company. This is not something to celebrate, because at the end of the day, they might be bringing those, you know what, and you shall be forced to take them. But anyway, and remember, whatever is happening in Sudan is something connected to all this. So just don't be happy about we're getting a pharmaceutical industry in Africa. And okay, let me just get it right. Africa imports 97% of pharmaceutical products it needs. And this is crazy, because we have these trees that we require to make medicine. We have everything we require in Africa. Why do we get 97% of whatever we require to make medicine outside our continent? Why is this? Because we have been so, like, reluctant on this country. Like, we became too dependent. We depend on them too much. We depend on them on everything. And this is why when those countries are going to war, we are so affected by their wars. Because one, I keep on saying this, the Russia-Ukraine war was not supposed to affect Africa in any way, because we should be dependent. We should be planting our own food. Why do we go and import oil, cooking oil from Russia? Why do we get wheat from Ukraine? Why is that? It doesn't make sense for me. But anyway, the agency should regulate and harmonize the market on the continent, encourage production in Africa, and counter the traffic of counterfeit medicine. From Minata Samate Sesomo, AU Commissioner for Health, Africa must prepare for other pandemics after COVID-19, and the agency's objective will be to propose African solution. For me, I'm not agreeing in any of this, because I know, like, there are so many questions that I'm asking myself. They are not stating who is sponsoring this, who brought this idea. So at the end of the day, this is not something that is African owned. If it was African owned, we would know. But this is not something we are sponsoring. Where are they getting money to build all this? Where are they getting money even to sponsor all this? So we have a lot of questions to ask ourselves, and for me, it doesn't add up. Just like the African court, it is just the same thing about now the medicine agency. But anyway, family, we are coming to the end of our show for today. Asanteni sana for being with me right here. Thank you for keeping it Interactive, Ansan Kenon, I saw you somewhere. Keith, asante sana. To all the silent listeners, thank you very much for keeping it interactive. And also to everybody who was there listening to me via the radio station. Asanteni sana. Hope to see you maybe later during the day. Remember, we're going back to the streets with the Shumani on Words of the Streets. So hope to see you there, and also remember to join the men on the Black Men's Frequency. Kwaherini, have an enjoyable rest part of your day.
Greetings and salutations, Master DJ Robinson, all the way in Switzerland. And you're tuning into the Black House Fire Radio, and you're listening to the African Diary Show with Kat. Greetings and salutations, Master DJ Robinson, all the way in Switzerland. And you're tuning into the Black House Fire Radio, and you're listening to the African Diary Show with Kat.
I don't wanna live my life for you, live my life for you. All over the news, all over the news. Only God and I know the kind of thing I do, the kind of thing we do. When I thank God, I got the lead. Say God no ungodly. Oh no one I comforting me. When these people they come body me. When I thank God, I got the lead.
Say God no ungodly.